It's that time of year again. No, not Christmas and Santa Claus and Jingle Bells and that shit. No, it's not that time of year again. I did a video some months ago and I said I was not going to talk about eBay. I was just not. I saw things, I ignored it, I left it alone. But this is too freaking juicy to ignore. Juicy's not the right word. Scandalous is the right word. This is just, oh, I'm going to treat you like children. And it's not because I think you're children, it's because this is just so freaking insidious. eBay employee reveals practice of secret seller limits. Who told you, not this year, not last year, but a long time ago, that eBay was purposely holding sellers back? There's a forum I found on one of my videos. I think no eBay, no Amazon, more money. Well, why? What kind of sense does it make for eBay to stop, real customers? It doesn't make any sense for them to stop us from selling. They're getting rid of smaller marginal sellers. I'm going to read the whole thing, but this I thought was just so good. The seller referenced above was also upset to learn about velocity limits, which he equated with sell-through rates. Imagine eBay needs to make good on their promise to a large retailer, which I said they were doing. So they closed the valve on my sales by dialing down my velocity limit and not showing my item in their best match, best match, BS, all right, best match search and funneling those sales to the large retailer. There's so many ways to be manipulated by the eBay. He said, what's just happening to just being a venue? Okay. I just had to read that because I actually experienced that shit in 2003. 2003. This is nothing new. And I'm not trying to be indelicate and I'm not trying to bullshit you and I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. It's just most of you have not sold enough to run up against the limit you have. Everybody on eBay has a fucking selling limit. It's like American Express Platinum Gold Card. Well, you don't have bullshit. You have a limit. You just hadn't hit it yet. And when they made some adjustments, the recession, they lowered those thresholds. I'm going to read it. I try to leave this alone. I try to stay away. But this is just too fucked up. Last year, eBay denied it was imposing secret limits on sellers, but an employee inadvertently confirmed that many believe was standard practice in a post on the eBay discussion boards on Thursday. Gotta be careful with those posts, baby. A seller told e-commerce Bytes he was hopping mad about solid limits after reading the post by eBay employee Jarvis, whose eBay user ID was Jake Knox at eBay. Dude gone. They fired his ass. He doesn't work there anymore. God forbid I decide to ramp up my business, buy a larger lot of merchandise and can't sell it because I'm secretly limited. When I got booted off eBay the first time, I ran up against my seller limit. They told me I was selling too fast, was making too much. No, I ran up against my seller limit. We're usually selling 3,000 to 4,000 a week, and then a week had of 20. Did 20,000 in really 3 days, and boom! Next thing I know, I wake up, all the bullshit start. I had a selling fucking limit. Didn't know it. They didn't tell me. So for all you fuckheads who's like, oh, you did something wrong, here's proof positive of the shit I was talking about. And one of the reasons I'm getting so fucking irritated is this is the thing. Because when you look to positional leadership and when someone's like, well, eBay said we don't do any bullshit. This is what fucking happened to me. It's just because I was in the storage auction business and the sales were so fast that I ran up into my selling limit, which if I had known I had one, I would have not listed the shit. I'm not mad at eBay for fucking having a selling limit. I'm mad at them luring you into a trap where you get fucked and stressed the fuck out. That's the problem. So here we go. That's a typical reaction from the e-bills that poured in about the post. Sellers saying keeping limit secrets put their business at risk and waste their time as they invest resources to try and grow on the eBay platform. In fact, what prompted e-commerce Bytes to ask eBay last year about the hidden limits, which eBay denied, a longtime platinum told us he tried unsuccessfully to increase his business on eBay. He had hired more employees, increased inventories and listings, but could not grow beyond his current sales. He then stumbled upon the fact that eBay had placed limits on his account without his knowledge. How long has your suntan internet selling man has told you this shit? I'm saying this because how much more fucking evidence do you need to know that this is not where you need to invest a great deal of your time? How much more proof do you need? How many more bitch slaps? How many more bent over, fucked with a telephone pole moments do you need to realize that this is not where you need to be? How many more? I mean, this is like staying with that abusive guy or that abusive guy, this abusive guy or that abusive girl that you know is going to get drunk and beat the fuck out of you, and then the next morning, well, I'm sorry, and it's all good. It's the same shit. I don't say anything, and I haven't said anything because there's been many things that could have jumped over the last few months, but every day, eBay this, Amazon this, eBay this, Amazon this. It's like if the relationship is so fucked up, leave. Fucking leave. And then it's like, where do I go, Glendon? Create your own fucking website. Create your own thing, build some shit, make some shit, sell a Craigslist. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. But basically, let me think about this. Getting fucked in the ass by a big-ass telephone pole, or maybe a cell phone tower, and have it pulled out very fast. I wonder if doing your own shit would be less painful. In my mind, as simple as that may be, I think that would be less fucking painful. I have said this shit for years. I know I'm running around like Molnar on the X-Files and like, yeah, I told you there was the smoking man. I told you there was the smoking man. The man with the... Right now, I'm just sitting here. This shit happened to me. This is why I got limited. This is why they held my money. This shit right here. I told you. My partner and I, we didn't do shit wrong. There are many people, Glendon's a criminal and, he did this. No, this is the shit that fucking happened to me. This is what I've been telling you folks for years. This is the shit right here. You have been artificially reduced to chattel. You're just part of their system to be used. There's a few that are anointed and they get to be on the eBay Live and they don't have limits. But you're not in the house. You're out there in the fucking field. Pick that cotton, bitch. Pick it. That's where you are. And you didn't know it because the overseer, he put this umbrella up so you thought you were in the house and you thought you were protected. And then when that rain came and it came in sideways, and then all of a sudden, wait for it, that penis would pew right across your face. Next thing you know, your teeth are gone. Because a big penis in the sky came and got you. This is the shit that I'm talking about. Now, if you could go ahead and look on Amazon, I got a few older books on Amazon. None of my new shit's on Amazon. None of it. This is slower. It is harder work. But I don't have to wake up in the morning and see my shit gone. If you ever had a car stolen, that shit happened to me when I was married. We went out one day and her car was gone. It's a real fucked up feeling to walk out and your shit's gone. It's a real fucked up feeling. I mean, you feel all kinds of ways because I was just like, she was so hurt. She was so hurt because we had just got the car maybe 2 days prior. Went out, it was gone. Didn't even have enough time to put it. It was horrible. It was horrible. Only liability insurance was on it. It was horrible. That's what happens when you invest time and energy into eBay. You put your stuff up there, and then one morning you wake up, and the rugs have been pulled from under you. You try to get in your house. Oh, shit, I don't own this house. There's this thing stapled on the door. You didn't own this house, bitch. None of this shit was yours. Now, if you're lucky, we're going to let you go out there and pick a little bit of cotton. You can't pick as much cotton as you used to pick. No. You can only pick 1 bushel. I know you used to be able to pick 20, but since you ran away or you started listening to that Glendon motherfucker, nah, we're going to let you just pick 1 bushel. And if you're really good, we may let you get 1.5 bushels next month. Provided that no one's unhappy with your cotton, provided that you don't have any crazy ass customers, provided so many variables that are not under your control, we might let you get to 2 bushels again. Maybe. Possibly. Perhaps. We don't know yet. Because we're making this shit up as we go along. I'm not laughing at your pain. I just had a flashback to when that shit happened to me. So I know your pain. I get emails every day. This is shit, all you folks who are on the fucking internet forums are like, you're trying to use your limited knowledge base of business to understand an international business. Why would eBay limit small sellers? Okay, eBay's huge, but there is a finite, not infinite, but finite number of buyers. Yes, there is. There's a finite number of people on earth. Yeah, every day, people are fucking and we're producing more people. But at any given time, there is a finite, limited number of buyers for shrinking margins, and everybody's selling shit online. So to please the big boys, they fuck you. I know. I don't have any tissue for you. I would give it to you, but I don't have any virtual tissue. Otherwise, I would give it to you. But yeah, you got fucked, betrayed, used. Yeah, that happened to you. Very bad stuff happened to you. And like I said, I've not tried to do this video. I just saw this. I'm actually supposed to be working on some other shit. And I just had to comment on this because when I see evidence, and it's just not me, and a lot of people, when I see shit like this, that just confirms what I've known for well over a fucking decade. I was on the Spreecast and I said something. People were like, well, they just don't get rid of you on eBay when you ain't done shit. Bullshit. When you're fucking up the Matrix doesn't like it. Now, some of this stuff, and once again, let's just be real clear. I am not mad at eBay for having selling limits. Not a problem. It's their platform. It makes sense. What pissed me off and pisses me off right now is they set you up for failure. You go ahead and you're selling on eBay and you're drinking the Kool-Aid and you're doing a high dive in the Kool-Aid and you're backstroking in the Kool-Aid and things are going well, and you talk to your wife or you talk to her, hey, we've got this credit card we rarely use. We got 10 G's on it. Let's go buy some inventory for eBay. You look at it, you've been doing eBay for 2 or 3 years. Not 1 month, not one hiccup. You got 100% perfect feedback. Never done anything. Your customers love you. They send you cookies and shit. So you go out and you spend that 10 grand and you buy some good inventory. You got a great, and you and your wife or your husband, you're just like, yeah, we're in the money. We're going to make some money. And you list all that shit, and 2 weeks later, bam, you've been kicked off eBay. I don't know how many emails or stories I've heard just like that. The minute that you ramped up, therefore pushing your selling to your limit that you had that you did not know about. That you didn't know about. Calamity, chaos, bad things. And this is the reason, as much as people laugh at me when I first started this, because I've been, one of the few, there's other people who say it, I've been like, I'm fuck eBay, fuck PayPal. I've actually turned down business opportunities because it's like, well, the only way you could do this is through fuck that. Fuck it. Nope. Not doing it. And it's kind of funny how after all this time, everything, just Google, go to YouTube bar, put in search, Glenda Cameron eBay, and just watch those videos. And you will hear me say years before this shit happened, this is what the fucking was talking about. Tony, this is what I was talking about. So if you think with this coming out that eBay is still a good place to put your time and your effort, you're fucking stupid. Go ahead and unsubscribe from the channel. Leave. Go ahead and get pissed at me because I'm good. Because one day you're going to wake up and you're going to look and your shit was jacked. And you're going to grit your teeth and you're going to cuss me out. And you're going to say that motherfucker was right. Go ahead. Keep your head in the fucking sand on this. I have been liberating people from eBay for years. I'm telling you. I got a customer I know who's going to send me a thank you email once he hears this because He was 100% eBay dependent at the beginning of this year with my consulting services. He reduced his eBay dependency 70 to 90% depending upon the month. So if it happens, he still loses money, but he doesn't lose the house. He doesn't lose the car. His wife doesn't stop fucking sleeping with him because she's so stressed because they don't have no money, Tony. So just know this. Now, I was going to change because I was supposed to change it, but I went out of town this weekend. I wasn't here. I was supposed to change the pricing of the no eBay, no Amazon course. No eBay, no Amazon, more money course, because I really thought about it. I was like, damn, that was really stupid. So if you want to be part of that, hit the link there. I'm going to put it in the video. It starts tomorrow. It's a pre-sale course. I'm building as it's going on. But if you want the same information that I taught to my clients to help, one dude, he's off. He's fucking off eBay. Other one, he still sells because he likes it, but his exposure level is so low now. I mean, like I said, dealing with eBay is like having a rattlesnake in your house. He ain't in the fucking cage either. He's roaming around. He ate up the rats. Now he's looking at your toes, Tony. He's looking at your fucking toes. So I'm going to leave that course there. Give people to digest this. I may just leave it for the week. Happy fucking holidays. I'm not going to raise the price. Give people a chance to get in, sweeten it up, make some deals. Because this is fucked up. I know how this shit feels. I know it's fucked up. It is fucked up. I know how that shit feels. I mean, and you sit there and you question. It's like, what the fuck did you seriously trust? Like, okay, did I do that? And you just like, I didn't really do anything. And you start apologizing and shit, and you even do shit because the Matrix. Matrix gets the fucking hold of your mind, makes you think you did shit when you didn't do shit. That's how deep it is. So just really look at this. Go ahead to the chat boards, and I understand there will be people. It's like, well, these people did. They're always going to be like, like the police who killed black folks who are like, well, he really didn't do anything wrong. There'll be these folks who'll be saying the same thing about eBay. But let me be clear. If you're still on eBay after this shit and you have not working on your own website and you don't have another business model going, you are fucking stupid. And with that, I will see you in the next session. I can't believe this shit. I can't fucking believe this shit. Wow. Fucking wow.